Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to show you how you can install the iRoopCam, the roopcam on your laptop, and how you can run it. This will be a descriptive tutorial from start to finish, and I'm going to include all the files that you probably would need for the installation of the roopcam. But this version of roopcam is provided by the iVideo game boss, so we are going to use the repository and clone it to our laptop. This video is actually for those of us who are using the NVIDIA graphics laptop. So if your laptop is running on CPU, you can as well use this roopcam, but it would be slow. Okay, without further ado, let us dive right into the tutorial. The first thing we have to do, we have to install FFmpeg in our laptop. So these are the requirements. I'm going to open Window and then go to PowerShell. This one here, Window, PowerShell. Then you click on this Run as Administrator. Yes, let me zoom this one out so that you can see what I'm typing. Okay, from here what you have to do is just type in this code. I'll put it in the screen and I'll put it in a document file that comes with all the installation procedure in this video. It will be in the description below. You click enter and you wait for it to load up. Okay, now in this place you can install the FFmpeg, which is 1, and you can install also FFmpeg shared, which is 2, and of course the third option is FFmpeg full. This has the most codecs, and we need the most codec of FFmpeg. Okay, so we are going to install 3. I'll type 3 and click enter. Great. So be sure that we have this program installed completely in our system. We are going to type FFmpeg and hit enter. Great. So these lines of code actually prove that we have FFmpeg on our laptop. Now we'll move to the next stage of this roopcam installation. We're going to download some files and some of the things that you need to make sure that the roopcam is going to work appropriately for your laptop, or in your laptop rather. So let's move on to that stage. I'll close this one first. Now I'll come over to my browser. Okay, first thing that we have to download is this Visual Studio C++ build. So I have this link in the documentation that I will add in the description of this video, or you can just follow me through and you'll see all the tools that you have to download. It's basically just 4. So this is the first one, Microsoft C++ build. Download the build tool. Okay, I believe that one is downloaded. Then the next thing we have to do is download CUDA toolkit for your laptop. If your laptop does not already have a CUDA toolkit, if you are using an NVIDIA graphics laptop, you need to download this CUDA toolkit as well. Accept all, and come over to this operating system, Windows. Click on this x86_64. Then choose your window versions. Okay, my window version is 11. Then download this exe network. Okay, you see the download link here below. Download 29.1 MB as at the time of making this video. I'll click on download, and that one is also being downloaded. Now let's move on to the other two files that we need for this video. These ones are the model that we would be using. The first one is GFP GAN version 1.4. This is it, GFP GAN version 1.4. To download this, just come over to this place where you see this right up here and click on this download link here. Download. That is downloading. Let me check again. Okay, it's downloading. I think I just clicked that twice, so I'll cancel one and have that one downloaded. Okay, so while that one is downloading, I'll go to the next model that we need for this iRoopDeepFaceCam. I'll come over here. This is InSwapper. So the same way you downloaded the GFP GAN, come to this right up here and click on this download, and it is downloading. Now we have all four files being downloaded. One, this Visual Studio build, the CUDA toolkit, GFP GAN, this GFP GAN, and this InSwapper. So whilst that is downloading, we are going to install all these files, these two files. These two last one that we downloaded, this GFP GAN and the InSwapper, we will use them in the model. We will have to put them in a folder, so we'll just leave this on first, and then we'll move on to working with this Visual Studio and this CUDA toolkit. Okay, so I'll go to my file manager, download section, file manager, come over to my download. Let me put this in a big screen. Okay, now these are the files that we just downloaded. Initially I have all of these things installed, so for the purpose of this video I had to re-download them again. Okay, so this is Visual Studio, the first thing we downloaded. So we just have to install this guy, follow the procedure and do the installation. Tada, 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 tada. I already have it installed on my laptop, so I would not want to go through this process again. Okay, so but see through it to the end that you have it installed, if you did not initially have it on your laptop. The next thing we want to install is this CUDA toolkit. You double click on it to install, yes, and then wherever you want to put it in your laptop, just click OK and continue with this procedure. Again, I already have CUDA toolkit installed on my laptop. I'm only showing you the description on how to do this from start, so I will not proceed with this, but you should if you don't have CUDA toolkit on your laptop. Okay, so I cancel this one out. Now we're waiting for the last two files to download, which are the models GFP GAN and InSwapper. I already have it here, GFP GAN, and then I have the InSwapper, inside face InSwapper. This is it, this one and this one. Already have it on my laptop. Okay, I only went through the procedure of downloading these files again so that you can understand how to do this from start to finish. Okay, moving on to the next stage, which would be cloning the iRoopDeepFaceCam repository on our laptop. I'll go to the file manager, which I already am right here, the file manager. I'll go to the folder where I want to install this iRoopDeepFaceCam, and then I will clone the GitHub repository on my laptop. Follow me through and you will understand what I'm doing. So first I go to my local disk, scroll down to users, go to my username JCYRA, and from here I'll create a new folder. If I right click on any of this open space here, this option will pop up, and I'll click on new here. You just have to put your mouse, hover it over new. All these options will come again, and you click on folder. Now I would name this folder iRoopDeepFaceCam and click enter. So we have a folder called iRoopDeepFaceCam. I'll open this folder now. Now let me show you how to run command on your folder, so we don't have to actually open a command prompt or PowerShell to do all this stuff again. Come to this place where you see all these files, all this list here, this PC, look at this user, your username, and then the iRoopDeepFaceCam that we just created. Click on this place here. Do you see what I did? Just come over here, hover your mouse here, and click once. Then once this is popped up, type CMD and click enter. It will open your window control panel. So this is the easier way for me to actually show you how to do this without having to install Anaconda on your laptop. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to clone the repository from iVideoGameBoss and clone it into this folder iRoopDeepFaceCam. Okay, so let's do that. Click enter. Now the repository is being cloned to our folder that we just created right here. The next thing to do is, remember we downloaded some models, 2 models. Let's head over back to our file manager. Just leave this one blank like this first. Come over to your file manager. I'll open another space here, a new tab, so that I can go to my download folders. Download. Now remember these models we downloaded, this GFP-GAN and this inside face in swapper. We're going to copy those 2 folders and paste them in our iRoopDeepFaceCam folder / model folder. So I'll select this one. Now to select, you click on this one. If you want to select multiple items on the list without having to select every one of this one, once you selected this first one, hold Control and click on the next one you want to select. So these 2 items are selected. I will hold Control again and click on C to copy, and I'll head over back to my iRoopDeepFaceCam folder, which is this. Okay, let me come over here again. I think I need to do something. Okay, here we are, the iRoopDeepFaceCam. Open the folder and head over to this models folder. Models. Open the models and then hold Control and hit V to paste them here. Now we successfully completed the critical installation part of the files and models we need for this program. Now we'll head over to activating the program and see how we can install all the requirements in this iRoopDeepFaceCam. Great. Now let's come over to our command prompt here, this one that we opened. So while here, we head over to okay, we will need to first create a venv conda. So how do I do that again? Okay, here we go. No, that's not the right way. Okay, that is not the right way, so let's do that again. I think I missed something. Okay, still not the right way. Also, I misspelled that. Okay, I believe this is correct. Python -m venv. Okay, this will create a Python in the vim directory. So great, I believe that is created. Now we have to activate this vim. To do that, we just do great. So the vim environment is activated. You can see from this last line that we're in that this place here where it initially is C users has changed to vim C users. This means the Python environment is active now. Now what we want to do is install the requirements which are already in the folder that we cloned from GitHub. So what I had to do that, you type this pip install -arrow space requirements .txt, enter. What did I requirements? Okay, what did we? Okay, there's been an error. I think let me just show you what I did wrong and how you can correct it from your own end. First of all, when we created this iRoopDeepFaceCam here and installed this repository, we cloned this repository from GitHub. It automatically did create its own folder again. This is the one we created. It automatically created its own folder, iRoopDeepFaceCam, which we do not need. So the one way to do this is we're going to open this folder here, copy everything here, Control A, Control X to cut it and bring it to this root folder that we created, Control V. Right, now that we have it here, we'll delete this one that the repository created for us. Delete it. So we have just this one that we created here, and then the clone came to this exact folder that we created here, so that we don't have any errors. Okay, now we've already created this vim this vim here, and now we're going to run install requirements. Let me come back to this guy here. The reason why the requirement was not found earlier on was because the requirement is actually in another iRoopDeepFaceCam folder inside the iRoopDeepFaceCam folder, if you understand what I'm saying. Now let's do this again. Pip install arrow requirements.txt, enter. Okay, this is going to take a while, so I'm probably going to just pause this video and wait for it to load. It will take up some minutes, so I'll pause it and play it when all of the files are completely downloaded. You should have a good network to do this, okay? So just make sure your network is stable at this stage. And having installed all the requirements, I will suggest you run the code like 2 or 3 times to make sure that every file is downloaded to the software. Okay, so just press the key up, arrow key up here like this, and the line of code you wrote previously will pop up, and click enter to rerun the requirement again. Having done that, we'll head over to the iRoopDeepFaceCam folder. Let me close this one. So here we're at the iRoopDeepFaceCam folder. What you have to do to start this repository, just come over to this last line here, this last line of this last file here, set up iRoopDeepFaceCam.path. Double click on it. This might also take a while to have some files downloaded. The on its runtime, it will update it to the version 1.16.3. That would have been an error if it is not properly installed to the correct version that works with this file. I'm pausing the video. I've replayed the video, so here we are now. It took about 2 minutes or so. We have to select from the choices above, whichever GPU we want to use. For this video, I'm using my CUDA, which is my NVIDIA graphics laptop, which I suppose you are using as well, or you can select any one that meets your laptop. Okay, so I'm picking the first one. Come over here, 1, and enter. Okay, so the ONIS runtime is properly installed to version 1.16.3. Now let's run this software. Great, so a new window will pop up that says all of these things here. Now there are a lot of customization you can do for this, okay, but for the sake of this video being an installation video, I'm not going to go over all this, but with time you can actually get used to tweaking all of this part of the software. Okay, the only place where I would point to is this select camera source. Unlike the default roop cam that I explained in some videos past week ago, that you have to write some code to select your camera, in this version 1.3 iRoopDeepFaceCam, you don't have to write any code to select camera. You can click here and select whatever webcam source that you want to use. Okay, you can select whatever webcam source that you want to use to run this video. That is one. Again, also on this left panel here, select a face/faces, left to right, up to 10 faces. What this means is that you can put up to 10 faces in a folder, and then you can use all the faces to swap all the faces of the videos you have. Let's say you have a video here that you select from a different folder. If there are 10 people in that video, you can select 10 faces in a folder here, put them all in the folder and select the folder from here, and then all the faces in the video will be swapped from left to right. Okay, from left to right. But I'm not going to go into details to that right now, because this is just an installation video and we've come to the end of this installation. But I'm just going to show you how to run this via a live cam through OBS. Okay, so I'll make an example of one face first, and this is the face I want to use. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I'll select that face and I'll head over to this last section here where I have to select my camera. I have my camera linked to my laptop. If you don't know how to link your phone's camera, this is my phone. I have my phone's camera linked to my Windows laptop so that I can use the camera, the quality of Samsung S22 Ultra or iPhone 13 Pro Max camera to make my video calls. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, to have your camera linked as an external webcam to your laptop, I have a video of it on my channel. Just go through the channel and you'll see how to link your phone to your laptop. Okay, so I want to use this one first. AfroKit S22 Ultra. This is my phone's camera. Having selected the camera, I'll come back here and hit live. A new window will pop up. Okay, let me put on my phone. Great, so it will ask my phone permission to use the camera, and it should load up here in a bit. Let me bring it here where you can see my face. Yep. Now this is my phone that I'm using as the external webcam. Okay, and this is the new me. Hey, hello. Okay, hey, hello. Great, so this is the new me, and this is the face that I'm tweaking right now. One thing I can do here is I'll come over to this top right corner where we have this forehead, and I'll increase this value to 0.5. So you see all these azos, all this pixel in my forehead is completely swapped. Now this is the new face. I'm looking at my phone's camera right now. Doesn't look bad. Yeah. Now you will tell me what you see about this roop cam in comparison to deepfake live, where you have to use a model or use just a photo. Okay, and this is a swap version using my phone's camera. That's why I have this 1080 pixel outlook here. I'm going to try this again using the default camera that comes with my Windows. So I'll close this one first. I'll come over here and select my default camera and click on live, and there you go. This is my default camera. You see it is no longer 1080 pixel but 1092 or 1090. I don't know what that pixel ratio is. So yeah, but what I mean, this is a window view from my HD wide camera, and the previous one was my phone. So I don't think there's much difference with the camera, but I prefer my phone camera because it is a better external webcam for me. But here, this is what this video is about, the installation and how to use it. Now I will extend this video by going to OBS and show you how you can bring up this window here in your OBS and set it up to make any live video call. Now I'm going over to my OBS now, window, OBS Studio, open this one. Oh, this is one of the longest installation video I've made in a while, so yeah. Nope. All right, so this is it. Initially the screen will come like this with all of these places involved inside the OBS Studio. So what you have to do is take it over, drag it up until you no longer see it. And if you're making a live video call, you should test run it first on yourself. Maybe call yourself before you prank your friend or so. Maybe call yourself and rearrange the screen so that it does not have to show all those options. I don't know a perfect way to do that. Now, having done this, you have your NDI source to be able to make call with WhatsApp. Come here, check that everything is okay. The next step to do is to run the NDI source. You can see in this one, I can bring my hands and can do whatever I want to do. So this is roopcam with just photo, no model. Okay. Hi. All right, so from here you can head over to maybe WhatsApp and make a phone call. Let me try this and see. Well, without having this person to, okay, it's something I have to do first. Forgive me. I have to first start up my NDI tools because I'm using WhatsApp and I have linked NDI to my OBS to be able to route my calls through NDI virtual cam so that I can make call on WhatsApp through OBS. And if you don't know how to do this, if you don't know how to make call on WhatsApp through OBS, you need to install this NDI tool on your OBS Studio. I have a video in my channel. You can go through the videos on my channel and search for the one that lets you make calls on WhatsApp using these NDI tools. Okay, so I'll click on webcam first. How many times do I have to do this? It's so frustrating. All right, now these options that shows here, just come over to your settings here and make sure that your OBS Studio is what you're seeing here. Yep. Give me a minute. I'll drag this guy over here. This option here, settings, click on it. Click on this, your laptop name, and select OBS. That is how you run this NDI virtual webcam so that you can make calls on WhatsApp through OBS. Now if I come over to my WhatsApp again and make the video call, I can select my camera from here and select NDI webcam, which will pop up my face, as you can see. Okay, now this is what is showing on the end of the screen. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Bye. Let me close this guy. Let's head over back to our, let me close this guy. Don't go here. There's something I need to show you on this tutorial. Okay, so just hang in there. While installing this software, I encountered a few errors, and I'm sure you would too. So probably not, but if you do, these are some of the fixes I have for the errors that you might encounter. First of all, let me close this guy, and let me close this guy, and let me head over to my downloads folders again. Now, sometimes while running the while running this installation, okay, just before we go here, one more thing, come over to this folder again. The next time you want to run this application, you need not come to this setup iRoopDeepFaceCam.bath again. No, all you have to do is select your options from here and run. If you are using a CPU, run CPU. If you are using CUDA, run CUDA. Of course, it's CUDA, but you can actually use this guy, but you just have to select the version of whatever you're using. Okay, so that is it. And one more fix before I go. Some of the errors I encountered while doing this video is this. Give me a minute. I discovered that while I was making the installation, I encountered an error, so I had this fix for it. In case you had any error while doing this, all you have to do is come over to this guy here, this Visual Studio, open it again. For the sake of this video, I'm going to reinstall this guy. So yeah, let's continue. So this is the biggest issue I had, so you might find a fix for it here too. For some reasons, some of the files could not install while I run the pip install arrow requirements. So I've searched online and I found the fixes here. While in this Visual Studio, after installing it like this, what you have to do is come to this section and click modify. Now on default, this is the only guy that is checked. This one is the only guy that is checked, so you have to install just this guy. But for the sake of this iRoopDeepFaceCam software that we want to install, we have to check this one, this .NET desktop build tools. Again, come over to this section, individual component, click on it, and scroll down to where you have where you see compilers, build tools, and runtime. There's something you have to check here that was not initially checked. This one here, this one was not initially checked. Okay, so I checked it, this one, and then come over here again and make sure I check this one, and then I installed it from here, install. So having done this, some of the problems I encountered during the installation were solved. Okay, so you can do this if you have any issues, and that will be it. Thank you very much for staying tuned to the end of this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Please like, subscribe, and share.